Successful people usually form certain kinds of habits that make them successful. And I'm going to go over 20 of these for you so that you can see the kinds of things they do and the way they think about them. Listen up and write these down because they're going to be important. Number one, learn to adjust your mind to other people. In other words, the difficulties that they're going through and the problems they have, pay attention. Adjust your mind to that so that you understand, hey, they are struggling with something. Don't let it affect you personally, but refrain from talking about trivial things or talking about negative things, especially about them. Number two, establish yourself a definitely fixed system for conditioning your mind at the beginning of each day. Now, that can be a prayer, it can be a statement that you say that supports you, empowers you. But at the beginning of the day, your mind's fresh, and it's a good way to start and stimulate your brain. Three, learn the art of selling yourself to other people in terms of how you introduce yourself, in terms of talking about what they want to talk about, in terms of supporting what they're thinking, and get them to talk about what they want to talk about. Because a lot of times if you pay attention to somebody else and you talk to them and you show an interest in what they're doing, they're going to show an interest in you. So that's a good idea to open up their mind. Number four, don't let yourself be drawn into arguments over unimportant things, trivial stuff. It's just leads you down the wrong time. And if it gets to your heart or something, just laugh out loud and shrug it off. And that way you stay lighthearted and you don't go down the path of getting angry and upset, because that's going to lead you to think more narrowly and react the wrong way. Start each day with an expression of gratitude for all the defeats you've had as well as the wins, because in the defeats, you learn from those. At least you should. Take a look at them and say, maybe I could have done something differently. But it's a learning process for you. So be grateful for that to happen. 6, express thanks for the things you have and the things you expect to have and the things that you are receiving and the blessings that are coming your way. Be grateful for those and be thankful. 7, learn how to take unpleasant circumstances and turn them into an immediate call of action. Don't let it sit down and lay there. Take a stand and make an action. 8, recognize that there are influences in your life, both pleasant and unpleasant, but those are part of life. Those things will come to you, and you can take a look at them as blessings or as an opportunity to learn, but life is going to throw things at you. Don't avoid it. Hit head on, take it head on, and learn from it. Take some action. 9, remember, look at your life as a continuous process of learning, because your strength grows out of your struggles. Your learning comes out of that. But just take a look at the life as an opportunity to learn and expand more about what you're doing. And be curious. Pursue those things of curiosity. Expand your mind. Learn a language. Talk to other people. Be a little uncomfortable in some situations where you're stretching yourself, but go for it, because that stretching is going to let you grow. And 10, make the world fit your pattern. In other words, have a habit of your life, a pattern of your life, the way you do things, and structure the way you want, not the way somebody else wants it. For example, you can assign yourself some time for self-improvement, which might be learning a language or learning a musical instrument. as well as taking time to talk to other people and get out there and meet the other people. So it's important that you recognize you're the one that has complete control over your mind, and you're the one that can change it. You're the one that can mold it. Other people will try. Other people will convince you or try to convince you to do this or do that or buy this or buy that. Step back, think about it, and you make the decision. So, number 12, go out of the way daily, be enthusiastic. Enthusiastic over the good qualities of other people, things that they do, things that they're achieving. Be happy for them and tell them so. 13, accept criticism. Don't take it as an affront, but take it as a way of seeing through other people's eyes, maybe something you could do better. Don't let it get you down. Negative comments sometimes are unwarranted, and if that's the case, then you just let it roll off your back and don't worry about it. Don't let it get to your heart. Keep it in perspective. But sometimes there's criticisms that's valuable, especially if it's coming from somebody you respect. But don't accept anything or anyone or anything in life that you do not desire. If you don't want to do it, don't. Just that simple. Step back, say, no, I'm not going to do that. You're in control of it. Remember that. So there's two kinds of circumstances in life. One, something you can do about. Of course, that causes you to worry, but something you can do about it, and you can take action. And those things that you can do nothing about. And in that case, plan a way to not worry about it anymore, move on to a different thought. If you can't do something about it, then don't worry about it. Work on something else. Only work on those things that you can directly do something about. And if you can, take the action and do it. Don't let it sit around. Keep your mind always engaged on that which you desire, your outcome. What is it that you really want? You need to think about this several times a day, not just in the morning or in the afternoon, but anytime your mind has a chance to think about your desired outcome, what you really want, and what you really hope for, what you're planning on, then you think about it. Then you can talk to your mind about, I'm going to do this. I am doing this. I have accomplished this. I'm going to accomplish more. So continuously support yourself in those thoughts. If you ever feel sorry for yourself, just take a look at other people that are worse off than you, and you'll have a new perspective. That's not too bad. I'm doing a lot better than that guy. So just remember, there's people that are doing a lot worse than you are, and people that are doing better than you are. So don't feel sorry for yourself. You're doing the best you can. Try to find somebody that you would like to be like, somebody that you would like to emulate. Study them a little bit. What do they do? How do they do it? How did they succeed? What do they talk about? Who do they hang out with? What do they do in their spare time? What do they do in their professional time? So those kinds of things you can use to try to understand if you want to be like this person, then you need to act like them, behave like them, and do the same things they do. And the other thing you can do, the final thing you can do, well, there's a couple more things. One is take time to record yourself talking or giving a speech or talking to people, as practice, and see how you come across. Is your voice loud, soft? Does it have an up and down to it? Does it have a pleasant talk to it, or does it have an angry talk to it? Record that and listen to it and see how it impresses you or doesn't impress you. Then you'll understand a little bit better how your voice is coming across to people. And you'll be able to adjust that and understand how that works better for you. And finally, write down things that are important to you in terms of encouragement, in terms of statements that you like to read daily. And remember that anything the mind can believe and conceive, or conceive and believe, that's a better way to think about it. Anytime you can conceive something and really believe it in it and take it internally and be emotionally about it, then it will happen. So sometimes people don't think about these things. I think I gave you about 20 of them there. So these things are important to go through and think about. Re-listen to this video or this audio to take down notes about what I said. Each one of those 20 steps or each one of those 20 things are items or habits that successful people have. Cultivate those and you'll be on your way to success.